first game's out of the way. Time to off in week 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Monogamy on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
2 now on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage. The incompletion.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That 1st series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive.
Sometimes it happens.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Somebody sack him.
Fumble. The ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for the Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Stephen Ushka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On play action, here's Tua. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A.J. Klein on the tackle.
At the 41-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
Tagovailoa's pass.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability. And go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020. Start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Opposite of
Dolphins, nothing.
opposite of our O lineman.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Tua sets up to pass it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, man?
Dude, I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember last drive they went 3 and out.
He has 45 guaranteed.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Allen. Buying time to his left. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Escaping the pressure right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with a fullback DeMarco. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They're just going to run it here up the
I just
middle.
wanted to hit
and
him
he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's the end.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
So I get an offense and defense there, right?
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say we'll get it right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
And the Bills first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there,
we can't run left at all.
Drive keeps moving.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Another carry for the running.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Allen from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Tua throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Stephen Hauschka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Miami.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throw left side complete. It's Wilson. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Setting up shop to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, but and again, it's Tagovailoa. Over the middle here to Wilson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Or if they figured out that I'm running left the whole time because the right side sucks.
And he'll give it here to his
they haven't figured out that I've been running left the whole time
because
the right
use the
side
last
sucks.
of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flushed out right. Flush to his right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
He's got an offensive score.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The kick is
And he'll bang that one through. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
You want to do one more?
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Tua and the Dolphins Down by 2 touchdowns. 26 seconds to go. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Gesicki, incomplete. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Buffalo, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for...
It's all right. You're still on pace for your 900. Why'd you choose a bruising bag? Oh. A bruising bag.
Bruising bag? Oh, we play the Rams? Oh, that's gonna be...
Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Whoa. Accidentally did, but we won.
I don't care. She's fine to me. Hold up. Go to Steam. To the team. My team. Oh. Do receiving back, please. So you can catch the ball.
Where? Where'd I go?
So you can catch the ball. Yeah, it's Christian McCaffrey style.
Alright.
Geek the Elite. I want to see something with this one. Schedule. Team schedule. I want to see what the score was.
28-24.
Oh. Oh, now we gotta play the Raiders. Man.
How do you go to look at I need to look at his stats.
Edit player. Go to edit player.
Oh,
Click R1. Oh, just wait for it. R1. 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 And R1. That's his ratings.
no, I was trying to see how many yards he has.
Oh.
266 yards rushing, so he got another 80 some yards. That's not bad.
Definitely. No. The Raiders are 0-3? What? That is crazy. Raiders are 0-3. That's crazy.
They weren't that good last year.
Yeah. They're probably better this year. Yeah. My cereal. Hello, Mr. Bear, Bear, Bear. My stereo.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Game 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. To start the drive, but that one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He's going deep for Brown.
What?
It's going to be incomplete. A real head-scratcher there.
What?
And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose it there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Carr defers to Jacobs. He'll draw. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they give me underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right around.
Raiders 3, Bills nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're on the tackle.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on them.
3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Bills.
I think with every Singletary.
On first down, they stick with Singletary.
Depth chart. No. I'm back. What?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Bills nothing.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again this time to the tailback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams. His second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? Two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. Talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut ball.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A minute 50 to go here in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Stephen Hauschka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. We'll get this underneath to Jacobs. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing throwing again on second down. Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr again. And it's incomplete. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro.
Big
He's
one.
got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. To throw again. Carr. So right on the 6. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Carr to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Raiders 13.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Daniel Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The tackle made.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful.
Nice Singletary in.
First down. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here.
Right time.
We'll take a break and get a
And now they're
report
not
from
gonna
Vegas
block.
after
Watch.
this. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Now they don't want to block. Come on,
into
man.
Raider territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a handoff looking right.
Touchdown, let's go.
And now the rookie's free. Nothing here. All the way home for a Bills
Let's
touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about...
.48-yard TD. 48-yard rushing TD.
Oh, hey, you already in the 3rd quarter?
Yeah, 48-yard rushing TD. Yeah, you can go.
On his
Ooh,
back,
I got
he's
some.
not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Nice catch up by Tyrell Williams, who got off to a hot start. Heck, I'd call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
To throw his car. Here's a short little toss to Carrier. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Derek Carrier. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
2nd down and 7. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Raiders 13.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I think it's safe to say we know who the game ball is probably going to after this one.
Without a doubt, they're going to stand up in the middle of the locker room after the game, and the head coach.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
The 32-yard line.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And we'll get this only up to about the 35. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. That will likely have to give the ball a look and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders heading out to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize.
Under pressure here, and down back at about the 43-yard line. And Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Reset. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Carr's throw going to be caught by Renfro. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. From the gun now on third down. Carr able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. They're making steady progress. I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Carr to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Carr. The crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So Carr and the Raiders now down by 15. A little under 50 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Got another 50-yard touchdown. He's got to be over. Yeah.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And from here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. That sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Third down and 10.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What's Mom doing?
I think she's about to head up.
Okay.
I was about to do, but I wanted to come check in. Oh my god. Look. 461 total XP. 1 skill point available. Fantasy goals 100%. Oh my god, so much.
What do you
I
want?
remember when I had six.
Elusive?
What is it? Jukes and spins around. Yeah, do that one.
Huh?
It upgrades jukes and spins. Do exclusive, yeah. 1 acceleration, 2 awareness, 2 juke moves, 1 spin move. Receiving back. Good. 88 break tackle, 87 speed, 88 acceleration, 84 jet. 91 trucking, which he never does.
Nope.
It would be so much better if he would truck as much as he's supposed to.
So out of 4 games, you're over halfway to your goal already.
God, 490.
We gotta pass more too, though.
Yeah. 490 yards. That's insane.
Oh.
And we still have so many more games. Do advance week just... Oh, we play the Titans next week. The Titans are...
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be very interesting indeed.
Alright, she's ready to go.
Huh?
For when we get back. Or in the morning.
Yeah. Alright, that's it. Of your super awesome Bills. Yeah. We're the Buffalo Bills. Yeah.